welcome you to Indianola High School postseason basketball on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage, 94.3 KNIA and Indianola Activities YouTube. Thanks to Lee Nelson and the Indianola Activities Department getting us set up there. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner as your Indianola Indians basketball team begins their postseason journey in the Substate Semifinal against an old rival, the Jayhawks of Urbandale. We welcome you to the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show, locally owned Downey Tire Pros, your home for hassle-free service in Indianola. And Rick, these two teams matched up not even 2 weeks ago. Indianola came away with a slight win, basically without two starters, and they're the favorite coming into tonight, but can't be overlooking the Jayhawks.
Oh, not at all. And, of course, I think tonight we're going to get Braden Dre back, and Charlie Wilmot is questionable. We don't know that yet. He's kind of a game-time thing, and we've had some great basketball played with Cooper Naylor, Casey Glasscock, along with Drew Kingery, Brady Blake, and then Dakota Heimbaugh getting a start in there. So he's got the horses, got the people to do it. So we're looking forward to that. Urbandale got here by beating East High. They won that game 69-34. Indianola had a bye, as we know, and then they'll take on Urbandale here tonight, and that's to go to the final game next Tuesday.
Well, I do want to mention that those watching on Indianola Activities YouTube, this broadcast is brought to you by Dr. Ben Gomer and BG Adventures. BG Adventures provides small group cycling and sightseeing tours to Germany, cycling, Oktoberfest, or Bavarian Christmas market tours. BG Adventures gives you a 5-star trip at a 3-star price. Find and like BG Adventures on Facebook for more information. Rick, I know you know Dr. Ben Gomer, family practice doctor in Indianola for a long time, graduated from Indianola High School, and we're really excited for him to be able to sponsor tonight's live stream on YouTube.
Well, I know when you said who was doing it, my first thing out of my mouth was, oh, Uncle Ben, that's great. That's great. That's fantastic. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate that, and I know the fans here in Indianola and those listening around on the YouTube appreciate it too.
Absolutely. So we'll definitely check back in with that multiple times throughout the broadcast. Cannot mention enough just how grateful we are to Dr. Ben Gomer for providing that for us here tonight on the Indianola Activities YouTube live stream. Let's take a look and preview our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game, Rick. I don't want to get into those quite yet, but I did want to talk a little bit about these two teams matching up last Tuesday. It was a very close game, and there's always kind of a danger to playing a team almost back-to-back. And Indianola played Bondurant Farrar. These two teams played other teams, but so close to the postseason. You want to win to get confidence, but you also don't want to give away anything that you might need come postseason play. And I think both teams probably did an okay job with that. Indianola gets the 64-63 win.
Yeah, they did. And that's the thing about, today, maybe back about 10, 15 years ago or further, might have been when things, but so easy to pull off the internet now. They can put up film, they can get it from anywhere, and coaches can do that. So they've got an idea of what, how, and the people are playing. And I know Urbandale's concerned whether Charlie Wilmot will play and maybe Braden Gray will play because they've had some tough times. They haven't been playing, and it makes a big different lineup when you've got those two in the lineup. We'll just see how we already know the starting lineups for tonight, but and I think, as like Coach told me, we'll use Charlie when we need him.
Absolutely. So coming up is our official DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game, as well as our game time temperature presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Indianola hosting the Jayhawks of Urbandale. Substate semifinal. The winner is one game away from the state tournament at Wells Fargo Arena. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. We'll have more of the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show coming up after this on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage. 94.3 KNIA and Indianola Activities YouTube.
Let's face it, in Iowa, when it comes to winter weather, you never know what you're going to get. Wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever's happening outside your furnace is prepared to handle it? With Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning by your side, you'll have the confidence to know you'll have that quality warmed inside all winter long. So when it comes to staying warm this winter, call Joe at Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your local Rheem dealer in Indianola.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville and DeArmond Ford Indianola are growing rapidly and have immediate openings for sales professionals. We are family owned and no sales experience is necessary. We offer an exceptional paid training program, and with unlimited income potential and a base guaranteed commission, now is the time to apply. Come start a career in sales with us, where many of our current managers began, and work for a company whose core values are honesty.
Honey.
These are so good.
Honey, calm down. You're embarrassing me.
These ribs are fall off the bone, melt in your mouth good. I knew Houston's on Main had amazing wood oven pizza, but ribs like this, oh man, this is a game changer.
I get it, but will you at least calm down, please? It's Friday and it's date night.
Okay, I'll calm down. By the way, are you going to eat those?
Go ahead.
Houston's on Main in Milo, the home of Milo's best wood oven pizza.
Congratulations to the Indianola Indians on making it to the postseason basketball tournament from everyone at Jefferson Plaza. It took perseverance and fortitude to make it this far. The discipline they've instilled in themselves sets the team apart from their competition. Do not let their hard work and dedication go unnoticed. Let's hear it for the Indianola High School basketball teams from Jefferson Plaza. Go Indians!
At Overton Funeral Home, we understand the importance of providing quality, caring assistance during one of life's most difficult times. Not only do we provide at-need counseling, but we are available for assistance in pre-arrangements. Overton Funeral Home's mission is to provide the personal service that will ease and assist you in your transition. In your time of need, our Overton Funeral Home family in Indianola will help your family honor and celebrate your loved one.
We are back, and we are handing out even more scholarship money in 2022. Community First Credit Union is awarding $48,000 in scholarships to our members who are planning to attend college or vocational school this fall. If that's you, apply today by visiting cfirstcu.com for a chance to earn free money towards your education. Deadline to submit your application is March 15th. Community First Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to the Downey Tire Pros Radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Your Indianola Indians facing a long-time rival, the Jayhawks of Urbandale, in this Substate semifinal game. Again, Urbandale took down East in the first-round matchup. Indianola gaining that first-round bye. And, Rick, you know, Indianola hasn't played in over a week, taking down Bondurant Farrar on Thursday. Does that maybe give an edge to Urbandale? And that's going to be my first key, DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game, is maybe shake off a bit of rust or don't start with any rust if you're the Indians.
I think it's a positive thing for Indianola because, you know, they've had some kids that just weren't up to 100%. And maybe they, you know, and then they got to, they'll get them back and they'll just do that. And I think it's just a week where you just kind of need to maybe not have that mid game in there, that Tuesday game or whatever, you know, that time. I think you need that. That's just I think for me that's a plus, and I think they're able to come out. Visiting with some of these guys tonight when I got here early, I just, you know, a couple of, hey, how's it going? Are you feeling all right? Oh, we're ready. This has been a great week for us. So, yeah, they're looking at that. They're taking a positive attitude towards it. I think it's just going to be a great ball game. I think they need to, and you talked about that. I think, boy, they get that fast start out. But here's the thing, Urbandale, you can get all the fast starts you want. They're capable of coming back right at you.
Oh, absolutely.
They're capable of doing that.
That's my second key, is stop Urbandale from long range. They shot 9 of 15 from beyond the three-point line in the matchup last Tuesday. That's just too good of a percentage to give up. And Indianola lucky to come away with a win in that one. And we're out-rebounded 34-25, which I think makes the Jayhawks even more dangerous. You have to guard them outside, and you can't allow those offensive rebounds. 13 offensive rebounds given up by the Indians last week. And despite all that, they still won the game, but came really close, and too close that Indianola wants.
Well, the basketball was in the hands of Urbandale at the end of the game with a couple 3 seconds left. They took the shot. It didn't go. And if that ball goes, it turns. It's a loss for Indianola because, anyway, that being said, the shot didn't go. They win it 64-63. And now I'm sure that coach, players, they know that, and You just can't take anything for granted. And Andrew, you mentioned rebounding. That's another key. You've got to be able to keep them off the boards, and you've got to limit their second chance points.
Absolutely. That's a look at the DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Jumping into our game time temperature, that's presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And it is 15 degrees outside with a real feel of 17. Thankfully, we're all through the snow that we had yesterday. And, up to about 4.5 inches. Lots of snow, more than expected yesterday. So thankfully, we all made it through that. And looking for it to warm up as over the next week or so. But right now, it's 15 degrees. Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. No hidden fees, just one great price on plumbing, heating, and cooling services to keep you comfortable. We'll take another short time out. When we come back, more of the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show, including tonight's starting lineups. The one to count on for today's local sports coverage, 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Hot deals going on now at your local Indianola Hy-Vee. Get Hy-Vee toaster pastries, 3 for $5. Get a pack of Hy-Vee waffles or pancakes for just $3.68. Hy-Vee single-serve coffee also available for $15.99, and Fuel Saver earns you 50 cents off per gallon. Get Hungry Jack syrup, 2 of those for $6. And then also get DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza, 2 for $11. All these deals and more at your local Indianola Hy-Vee.
At McCoy True Value in Indianola, we appreciate our customers and the business they choose to do with us. To show our appreciation, we're offering our customers a buy one, get one paint sale, up to 10 gallons off our Easy Care interior paint, Easy Care exterior paint, and Woodsman stain. That's a lot of paint for not a lot of cost. So stop into McCoy True Value between February 15th through the 28th and take advantage of our customers' appreciation buy one, get one paint sale, only at McCoy True Value, with service with heart.
Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is continuing to offer top-notch orthopedic care during these challenging times, and we are expanding. Here to serve you for your comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine needs locally in Indianola, and with an exciting new service in our Clive location for orthopedic walk-in care, no appointment needed. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
Question: who's Indianola's largest internet provider? The answer? IMU Fiber. IMU Fiber has signed up almost 3,000 customers in the last 3 years for their fast, reliable internet service. Give them a call and a local person will answer any questions you may have about their second-to-none service. Fewer slowdowns, fewer interruptions, and inside of more homes in Indianola than any other internet provider. That's IMU Fiber. Bringing hometown values to broadband services, IMU Fiber is here for you now and forever.
Welcome back to the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. Rick, very quickly get to tonight's starting lineups for both squads.
All right, here we go. Andrew Urbandale will put on the floor number 3. That's a junior. That's Bryce Lang. He averages 10.7. Number 12 is a junior. That's Cooper Harderson. He averages 5 points a ball game. Number 14 is a senior. That's Grayson Schmidt. He averages 10 points a ball game. Number 24 is a sophomore. That's Grant Eaker. He averages 11 per game. And number 40, rounding out their lineup, senior Cody Pierce, averaging 4 points per game. For the Indianola Indians, they're going to start number 2. That is a junior, Braden Dre, averaging 12 points per game. Number 5 is a senior, Cooper Naylor, averaging 8 points. 14, a junior, that's Casey Glasscock, averaging 7 points per game. Number 22 is a junior, that's Drew Kingery, averaging 19 points per game. And number 20, a junior, that's Brady Blake, averaging 6 points a ball game. There's the starting lineups for Urbandale Jayhawks and your Indianola Indians.
All right, that wraps up the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show. Locally owned Downey Tire Pros, your home for hassle-free service in Indianola. Take a short time out for the national anthem, and we'll be back for the opening tip inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on 94.3 KNIA. Also, really quick, want to mention we're also paying attention to Warren County rivals Norwalk. They're at Johnston tonight. Nathan Sage with the call on our KNIA 3 stream. Back after this for the start of Indianola Urbandale Substate semifinal action on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Athletic at Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, they make buying your next new or used vehicle and servicing your vehicle as simple and quick as possible, so you can get back on the road in no time. If you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, simply visit SouthtownCDJ.com. Calculate your monthly payment, then schedule a time to come pick up your new ride. If you need your vehicle serviced, you can schedule your service, drop your vehicle off, and pay online at SouthtownCDJ.com. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Van Wall Equipment in Indianola supports the core values of honesty, integrity, courtesy, respect, and safety to exceed their customers' expectations while supporting the Indianola community. They strive to provide the products and services that will constantly make Van Wall Equipment their first choice. Van Wall Equipment is also a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics, and they want to take the time to say congratulations to the Indianola High School basketball teams on their great work during the regular season and wish them luck in their postseason journey. Go Indians!
The Village of Indianola, a community for healthy living. The Village offers options across all levels of living. Independent living in apartments or townhomes, assisted living, memory support, short-term rehab, long-term care, and at-home services. Live in joy when you live at the Village. Call 515-961-0878 to schedule your private tour today. Regardless of the type of lifestyle you choose with the Village, you are sure to live with vibrancy and ease.
Heinz Mechanical invites you to check them out at the Home and Garden Show at the Iowa Event Center in Des Moines. Heinz will be showing off their Bosch and Hydron Mutual geothermal systems, Lochinvar boilers, and Lennox heating and cooling systems. Your home should be more comfortable no matter the weather. Call Steve at Heinz Mechanical today at 515-337-2074. That's Heinz Mechanical, 515-337-2074.
Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance, Journey Mortgage is your resource for personalized mortgage solutions. Here to help you clearly see the differences between loan programs, allowing you to choose the right one for you, whether it's your first time or your seventh. With home values increasing rapidly, if you're still paying private mortgage insurance, also known as PMI, please call Adam today at 515-416-4643 or apply online in minutes at journeymortgage.org.
Well, it might be a little early for Rick to be walking it out, but that's just how excited we are. Indianola Urbandale in this Substate semifinal game. We welcome you inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. Kingery set to jump things off, and we are ready to go. Second time since Tuesday. These two teams have matched up, this time with the season on the line.
Yeah, Kingery and Pierce, Cody Pierce, the senior. They're in the circle. The official's looking over at the bench, make sure the bench is ready to go, and we're ready. He's going to step in, and here's the toss.
Kingery wins the tip back to Naylor, who gets it to Dre, and we are off and running. Indianola ball to start things off. Dre with the ball, top of the key, did not play last time these two teams matched up, was out with an ankle injury, back at 100%. Kingery dribbles right side, pulls up at the elbow. That one's too strong, and a good rebound picked up by the Jayhawks. And here they come. It's Lang, gets it right side for Schmitz. Now back over into the corner, finds Eaker. Eaker, top of the key. Dribbling around, defended by Blake. Picks up his dribble, goes to Pierce. Pierce at the elbow, now right side for Harderson. Harderson dribbling around, finds Schmitz. Grayson Schmitz had a really fantastic game against the Indians last time, puts up a floater, it's up no good. Pierce with an offensive rebound, his putback shot is up and in, and Cody Pierce puts Urbandale up 2-0 early on in this contest. Naylor gets it into the corner, Blake back to Naylor, dribbles baseline, picks up his dribble, back to Blake, swings it around Kingery, and Indianola trailing 2-0 a minute into the game. Now to Dre, he pulls up for three in the lead, it's too short, no good, and another good box out from the Jayhawks, and they have an early lead and they're playing physical. It's at the top of the key, Harderson, he dribbles down inside right, kicks it back out, Schmitz, shot fake, dribbles right at Naylor, now back out to Harderson. Indianola switches, gets it up top to Eaker. Eaker, defended by Dre, good defensive possession for Indianola. Now Lang, left wing. Dribbling out, gets a screen, no dribbles left, past it, back up top into the hands of Pierce, back to Lang. Now gets the screen and uses it right side into the hands of Eaker. Dribbling into the lane, Naylor all over him, turnaround shot is up and in. Eaker puts Jayhawks up 4-0.
And that's that quick start that we didn't want the Urbandale Jayhawks to start out. Indianola's in a man-to-man, and right now the Urbandale Jayhawks are in like a 1-2-2 zone.
Over the top pass finds Kingery. Nearly way too high as he drives inside, loses the ball. Schmitz comes up with it, and it's Urbandale. No, Glasscock comes down and gets the steal, and Indianola forces the turnover after giving it right over to Urbandale. Dre, top of the key, dribbles left, picks up his dribble, goes back out to Blake, back up to Dre, swings it around Naylor, now to Kingery, right wing. Indianola hasn't scored, 2 minutes and 20 seconds plus into the contest, trailing 4-0. Glasscock out on the left wing to Dre, dribbles baseline. Gets ready to put up a floater, but commits an offensive foul. Runs right into the teeth of the Jayhawks defense in the first whistle of the game. Whistled against the Indians, and Urbandale has early control of this contest.
Yeah, drove the baseline, got rid of it, but it was after that he committed that foul, and that's going to be Urbandale basketball, and they lead here 4-0 early here in this first quarter.
Schmitz finds Pierce down low, and Blake now draws an offensive foul, and I think Blake is going to try out for the next Indianola Theater production because that was quite the performance. Draws the offensive foul.
Well, the official was right there. He wasn't 3 steps away, and he was there. He saw it, got it, and then it was a good call. Anyway, there it was, and now it's first. Each team has 1 foul.
Kingery drives baseline, puts up a floater. That one's no good. Blake goes for the rebound, but it bounces an extra time on the rim, and Indianola ice cold from the field to start this contest. Schmitz up top. Eaker 3 off the side of the rim. No. Blake tracks down the rebound, and here comes Indianola. 3 minutes scoreless into this game. Dre behind the back dribble. Thought about a 3, finds Blake, swings it left. Naylor. Now Glasscock, baseline. Hits a cutting Kingery. Layup is up and in, and Drew Kingery gets the scoring started for the Indians. They trail 4-2.
Good job that time. Glasscock with the assist. Caught Drew Kingery coming down. Great play, and I know that's what they're looking for, trying to get it inside if they can't make those outside shots.
And 10 seconds forced by the Indianola defense. Urbandale was in no hurry. It wasn't the pressure defense. The Jayhawks just lost track of time, and Indianola gets it right back. 4:34 to go in the first quarter. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Not a lot of scoring. Almost halfway through the first, Indianola trails 4-2. Naylor gets it to Dre. Back to Naylor. Coach Ebling yelling for movement on the sideline. Kingery out on the left wing. Dribbling it out, gets it to Dre, and the Indians reset their offense. Naylor right wing. Kicks it back up for Dre. Into the corner, Glasscock open for 3 in the lead. Knocks it down, and Casey Glasscock puts Indianola up 5-4. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, great job that time picking it up on that defense. That was the zone. They moved the ball very quickly, and Casey drops it.
Well, Pierce gets the ball, breaks the press, and goes right to the hoop, and answers right back, and the Jayhawks reclaim the lead 6-5 with 3:47 to go in the first quarter. Substitute set to check in for both squads for the first time. Dre, left side Naylor. Dribbles back out. Good defense from the Jayhawks as Naylor crosses over, finds an open Blake underneath. Layup is up and in. The dump off in the 2 from Naylor to Blake.
I like that, the way they're moving that inside. They're getting it, finding the open person, and that should open it up outside because that zone's going to have to collapse a little bit.
They get it down low to Pierce again, and Pierce underneath the basket puts it up and in, and a quick McCoy True Value timeout is taken. Pierce with 6 early points for the Jayhawks. They've broken the press back-to-back times. They lead 8-7, 3:17 to go in the first quarter.
We're going to have Bennett Brick, and I couldn't see who else was coming in off the Heinbaugh coming in off the bench for Indianola. Number 52, Kirby Schmidt, will come in for Urbandale.
Do want to mention this broadcast on Indianola Activities YouTube, brought to you by Dr. Ben Gomer and BG Adventures. BG Adventures provides small group cycling and sightseeing tours to Germany. Cycling, Oktoberfest or Bavarian Christmas market tours. BG Adventures gives you a 5-star trip at a 3-star price. Find and like BG Adventures on Facebook for more information. So Urbandale ball, or Indianola ball, excuse me, coming off the Urbandale layup. And Indianola tries to reclaim the lead, trailing 8-7. Heinbaugh with the ball at the top of the key. Kingery, left wing. Back up top, Heinbaugh. Over to Naylor, right. Looking for cutters. Urbandale switches back to man now, interestingly enough. Heinbaugh, top of the key. Fakes the handoff into the corner. Brick thought about a three, dribbles left. Back up top, Naylor swings it around Kingery on the left wing. Kingery hands it off to Glasscock, and Indianola trying to probe this Jayhawks defense. Heimbach gets it left side. Jayhawks switch on him, and it's back to Glasscock, back to Heimbach, back to Naylor, right wing. Not a lot happening on this offensive possession. They swing it around to Brick now on the left. Up to Naylor, dribbles right, goes right to the hoop, puts up a floater, and Cooper Naylor on the board. Gets the floater to go, and it's 9-8 Indianola, 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, they were trying to get a switch off of there on the screen with Kirby Schmidt, who just came in. They just weren't able to do it.
Well, now driving inside is Schmitz, and an offensive foul going to be drawn, and that's the second team foul on the Jayhawks. All three fouls whistled in this game, Rick, have been offensive fouls, 2 on the Jayhawks, 1 on Indianola. Grayson Schmitz whistled for the charge.
And we'll have Dre take it out for Indianola. Throw it into Cooper Naylor.
Naylor gets it. Indianola with the ball and the lead for the first time this game. Brick out on the right wing, gets the handoff. Back over to Naylor, right wing. Dribbles baseline, nice spin move straight to the hoop, off the backboard, too strong. And skying for the rebound is Urbandale. It's Eaker, left wing. Top of the key, hands it off to Schmitz, right wing. Gets a screen, but dribbles left, and sent at the hands of Kai Black. Now back to Eaker, who had the hot hand last time. Up right side for Schmitz. Schmitz over to Grayson. Schmitz, pull up deep two, is up off the front of the rim. No good, box out from Dre, gets the rebound, and Indianola gets the stop. Naylor has it right wing. Up top, Dre swings it around Brick. Thought about a three. Now dribbles left, gets by his defender. Left-handed layup is up and in. Brick took a knock, but he gets the 2 in the finish, and the Indians take their biggest lead of 3, 11-8.
That's just right there. That was just fantastic because he got across the chin a little bit, not intentional, but he stuck it right to the bucket. Way to go, Bennett. Great move and a great basket.
Well, Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 1:09 to go. Urbandale on offense. They go over the top. It goes right down low to Kirby Schmitz. He misses the layup, but a foul is going to be called, and Schmitz will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. And that's on Naylor, his first, team second, with 1:05 to go in the first quarter. Again, both teams with 2 fouls. Indianola leading 11-8. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. They're getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com. As Kirby Schmitz makes free throw number 1, junior averaging 6.2 points per game. And Rick, this game I think probably being played at Urbandale's pace right now, nice and slow. As Schmitz makes the second free throw, it'll be Indianola ball.
He got both of those down. Urbandale is a team. I like to tell you that the free throw shooting as a team is 65%, and Schmidt is a 56% free throw shooter. He made both of those, and they trail by 1. Now Indianola with a basketball.
Dre gets a double screen, goes to the hoop, puts a high layup off the board. It's no good, and then tries to track down his own rebound, but it's actually off of the Jayhawks, and Indianola ball in the corner on the baseline.
Good move there. It goes out of bounds. The thing about it is, if he would have got it, it probably would have been trapped in that corner.
Pass gets up to Dre. He takes the 3. It's off the front of the rim. Long rebound goes out to Black, and Urbandale can reclaim the lead with 45 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Harderson dribbles right, top of the key, tries to go on Naylor, gets by him, straight to the hoop, layup is up, no good, and Kingery grabs the rebound. Kingery down the floor, goes right side Naylor, fakes the pass, goes right to the hoop, layup is up, no good, no whistle, lots of contact, but the ball ends up in the hands of Urbandale. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Pass gets over, Schmitz thought about a 3, dribbling left, gets it down low to Black, going right on Kingery, up and under, layup is up and in, and Kai Black for 2. 13 seconds to go in the first. Urbandale leads 12-11. 10 seconds. Indians holding for the final shot. 6 seconds. Kingery pulls up to Dre. 3. Too strong, no good. Heimbach tries to grab the rebound, but it doesn't fall. And Urbandale leads 12-11 after the first 8 minutes. Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola Activities YouTube.
We all know living in Iowa, the winter weather is never consistent. 1 minute warm, the next cold. Are you prepared for the ups and downs this winter? If not, you better take your vehicle to Keller's. Keller's Garage in Indianola can make sure your vehicle is ready for any chaos winter might bring by making sure it's performing at its best. And don't forget about your tires. Keller's Garage can make sure you have the power tread on your tires to make sure you're not left slipping and sliding when Mother Nature shows up. Make sure you're ready for Iowa winter by simply taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola.
Good Samaritan Society in Indianola is committed to providing an unprecedented level of quality service, compassionate care, and range of amenities to ensure the residents enjoy a carefree, fulfilling lifestyle that is tailored to their needs. Proudly serving Warren County and the surrounding Des Moines areas, their friendly, professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bringing you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person. Give them a call today at 515-302-6791 and get the next journey of your life started the right way today.
Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola trailing Urbandale 12-11 at the end of the first in this Substate semifinal contest. And it's Jayhawks ball to start the second. Eaker with the ball on the left wing. Looking down low for Black. Kingery fronting. Now it's up top to Harderson. Back left side Eaker. Now back up top Harderson. Urbandale just playing a little game of catch out there as it gets up to Grayson Schmitz. He dribbles right. Indians switch on screens. Schmitz tries to drive in. Gets it up top. Harderson now to Black. Black, left wing for Eaker. Hand in his face for three. Off the front of the rim, no. But Black grabs the rebound, and a foul is going to be called, I think, on the floor. They're going to get Kingery on the whistle as he fell to the deck and kind of stopped Black. And that's a tough one for Kingery. He tried to box out and just, lost his footing. Picks up his first team third foul.
Yeah, that's going to be it. And Urbandale put it out of bounds underneath their basket, and they get it into Schmidt.
40 seconds into the quarter. It's been Urbandale ball the whole time. Harderson with it. Top of the key. Dribbles left for Grayson Schmitz. Fakes right, goes left. Pull-up jumper is up and rattles home. Grayson Schmitz gets his scoring started and puts Urbandale up 14-11. 7 minutes to go before halftime. A nice minute-long possession there from Urbandale, Rick. And again, this pace is just favoring the Jayhawks.
Yeah, and they want to keep it out of Indianola's hands as much as they can, because if it gets into a foot race, Indianola's got the ability to take it on.
Into the corner for Kingery. Indianola maybe had a moment there, but Urbandale's long arms deflecting a couple of passes. Dre up top, Naylor. Now right side, Kingery. Finds Dre in the middle. Over to Blake. Goes baseline. Goes back out. Dre. Dribbles down low, goes back to Blake, goes to the hoop, layup is up, no good, fights for his own rebound, it will go out of bounds off of the Jayhawks, and Indianola, Rick, just one three-pointer made. If you remember last time they shot 50% from deep and played really well, but this time Urbandale is clamped up from the outside.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone that they're putting out there right now is really hampered Indianola. They're getting it inside, but they just...
Well, speaking of threes, it's Blake for the triple, and no, off the back of the rim, hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds. And Indianola, something about this gym over the last week or so, Rick, has not been kind to Indianola shooters.
Not a kind place to shoot that outside shot there, but they'll pick that up, and it's only trailing by 3 right now.
Pass gets left for Lang, who's scoreless. Second leading scorer for the Jayhawks, Harderson. Now back up top, Grayson Schmitz. Dribbles left. Back up top into the hands of Harderson. Swings it around to Eaker. Now to Lang. Indians fans cheering for 3 seconds in the lane. Urbandale just content to toss this one around outside in no rush to do anything. We are over 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter, and Indianola has had 1.5 possessions, and now a foul and a jump ball. Double dribble, excuse me. Good call, Rick. Turnover. Thank you. Turnover on Urbandale, and Indianola with 5:43 left to go in quarter number 2 trails 14-11, and just searching for some form of offense. Do have a quick Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. How about this one? Norwalk 19, Johnston 14 at the end of the first. Let's go Warriors. Naylor dribbles left side, gets a screen into the corner. Dre. Back up top, Naylor. Back to Dre. And they're going to call a whistle. I think Naylor might either have some blood, I would assume, on the floor. And Heimbaugh will have to come in.
Official timeout, and you'll have to go over and take care of that.
So Heimbaugh will come in. Naylor has to take a quick seat to the McCoy True Value referee timeout. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Indianola scoreless to start the first 2.5 minutes of this second quarter as they get it into Glasscock, who's immediately double-teamed. Dribbles out of it, finds a cutting Dre, puts up a floater, rattles around, does not fall, and Pierce grabs the rebound. And the rims not kind to both Indianola boys and girls over the last couple of days. Schmitz, three-pointer from the corner, rims in and out, no good. And Dre with the rebound. Gets it over to Blake, right wing. Back out to Dre. Dribbles left, goes right to the hoop, tries to go up and under, and a foul is going to be called on Urbandale. And I don't think it was shooting. We'll see if it was on the floor or not. I think that's what the referees are discussing.
Yeah, and then I know the Urbandale fans don't like it at all. And I think it might be on Lang, but I'm not sure. Let's see what they do here. Yes, it is. Lang will pick up his first.
And it'll be Indianola ball out of bounds. Foul on Bryce Lang, his first.
Well, if you're Urbandale fans, I could probably see a little bit of that.
Yeah, it looked like Dre was a little bit out of control. I definitely see
their point of view.
Naylor gets it into the corner for Kingery. After a bit of drama, goes up top Glasscock. And this Urbandale defense, this high-flying Indianola offense, just 11 points. Naylor dribbles baseline into the corner. Heimbaugh. He tries to dribble baseline. Back over to Glasscock into the corner. Naylor, three for the tie. In and out. No, rattles home. Cooper Naylor's got 5, and we're knotted up at 14. 4:43 and counting to go in the second. Harderson dribbles right side, goes right at Dre. Got away with maybe a walk there, but gets it out to Lang. Into the hands of Schmitz. He dribbles right, goes right at Kingery, and a block, but a foul is going to be called. Too much contact. And I think as much as Indianola maybe got away with a charge on this end, Urbandale gets away with a walk on the other one, and they're going to have a chance to take the lead at the free throw line.
That's Cooper Naylor picking up foul number 2, and that'll put Schmidt, I believe, at the free throw line.
3.5 minutes into the second quarter. Indianola with just 3 points, and Grayson Schmitz with 3 points, all for the Jayhawks in this second quarter. As we see Pierce come out and Black comes on. Not sure what the delay is.
Here, what I like here with Coach Schmidt, what he does, he gets.
Well, I think we're going to get a McCoy True Value timeout taken on the floor.
Okay.
Not sure what the holdup was. Maybe Naylor still with more blood on his arm. Maybe blood on the court, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're going to
so just it's been tough here as Josh Lawrence comes out to clean everything up. Congratulations. Gets a nice round of applause from the Indianola students.
And I think I want to make a point here that Coach Jonathan Schmidt, he does a great job between Kirby Schmidt, Kai Black, and Cody Pierce, rotating those three in the way he has. It's been very effective for them. Now, Urbandale has a 15-14 lead. They've got that lead, but they sure have held Indianola down on their shooting. Right now, rebounds, defensive rebounds, it is 9-5. That's the difference. Urbandale having 9 defensive rebounds, so we've got to be able to do a little bit better job there.
Well,
on our offensive rebounds.
I agree, but it also hurts Indianola not making a lot of shots.
Yes,
which leading to that
and those
big
aren't bad
deficit.
Shots. And they're not taking good shots. It's just bouncing around the rim. It'll roll, pop out. It just will not fall for them. And that's that'll come about. It's still early. We got 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. Hey, it's a 1-point ball game. And we've got Grayson Schmidt. He made the first one. Now he's back at the free throw line.
Well, I think Naylor has to stay out of the game as
he does for
Josh Lawrence. So Brick comes on, and Indianola has to go a bit small. Again, Charlie Wilmot, if necessary tonight, not 100%, had a hand injury and now an ankle injury. And Naylor will have to check back into the game. But right now it's Dre, Heimbaugh, Brick, Glasscock, and Kingery. Glasscock and Brick playing the 3 and 4 for this squad. And the second free throw is up and in. And Urbandale leads 16-14. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Right side Heimbaugh. Dribbling left, back up top. Swings it left, Kingery. Into the corner, Brick. Looking for cutters. Lots of standing from Indianola. To Dre, back to Brick into the corner. Off the rim, no good. Kingery goes in for the rebound, but Black comes up with it. No, Kingery tries to get it back, but Black does a nice job of covering it up and grabs it for the Jayhawks, who lead 16-14. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Dribbling top of the key, Schmitz. Left side, Lang. Back up to Schmitz. Right side, Eaker. defended by Dre, dribbling left, goes right at him, picks up his dribble, goes back up top, Pierce swings it around into the hands of Lang. Lang's second leading scorer, I don't think has taken a shot yet as Black gets it. Out left side for Eaker. Eaker crosses over, thought about a three, but Dre did a nice job recovering. Gets it over to Schmitz. Urbandale in their patented minute-long offensive possessions, gets it up top to Black. Now left side, Indianola crowd appreciative of the defensive effort as Eaker dribbles left. Down low to Black, no Kingery knocks it away, and it will go out of bounds. And Indianola will tip it back outside. Naylor comes back in, but it's Jayhawks ball. And Rick, Indianola being limited on their offensive possessions right now. It feels like they just never have the ball.
You know, by now they'd have it probably in that last minute or so. They'd have had it at least 3 or 4 times up and down the floor, and that's what they want to get into, that type of basketball. But Urbandale's doing a great job of slowing it down and just playing that real slow offense on their end of the
Kirby
floor.
Schmitz gets it. No, it's going to be picked off by Kingery. Leading the break. Left side, Heimbaugh. Up top, Dre. Goes to Naylor, right wing. Up top, Dre. Back up top, Heimbaugh. Thought about a three. Now over to Naylor, right wing. They get it to Brick into the corner. Back up top, Naylor. Dribbling inside. Back over. Open. Dre for three. No good. Brick with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Heimbaugh. And Indianola on offensive rebound retains possession. Back to Naylor. He takes the three. Doesn't hit anything. And Indianola is ice cold from outside, Rick. And this is normally an incredibly talented three-point shooting team. They trail 16-14, 2:44 to go before halftime.
Right now in this first part of this game, if you're looking at this, and we're seeing that zone is really giving the Indianola group a little bit of fits, and they're taking maybe, they're just doing that, and when they get back, they're into that zone really strong. So Urbandale's playing good defense in the first half, but they only lead by 2.
An offensive foul, I think, is going to be called. No, on the floor. They might get Heimbaugh as he got hit. Indians fans curious as to what the call on Heimbaugh is. It looked like Heimbaugh got kind of pushed to the ground. I didn't really see it. It was away from the ball.
And it's what an illegal use of
It's
the
on
hands.
Heimbaugh.
Yeah.
So Heimbaugh picks up his first team 5th. So Blake comes on. Pass gets over to Black over the top, but it's over his head, but it goes right to Bryce Lang on the inbounds pass. Tried to find Black on the dish out and alley-oop. Now out to Lang. Gets a screen left. Dribbles baseline. Back up top to Black. Looking inside for Schmitz, but Kingery picks it off again. Goes over the top, finds Blake. Blake up and under, has his shot blocked, but Dre comes up with it. Dre nearly loses it, kicks it back out to Naylor, and Indianola still can't convert. They still have it on offense, and now a carry is going to be called on Dre with 2 minutes to go. A missed opportunity. Blake did a great job at getting Black to go by, but good follow-up by the Jayhawks. Still got the block, and Indianola comes up empty.
As he released that, I know the Indianola fans kind of wanted to foul on that, but as he released that, he got it and off the thing. But we got the rebound, but we could not get anything back there. So now Urbandale has it, still ahead by 2.
They try to go backdoor. Kingery tips it again. It goes right to Glasscock. Indianola defense forcing the necessary turnovers. It's the offense that's coming up short. Blake nearly loses it, has to throw it away, and Eaker comes up with it. Eaker down the floor, puts up a floater, and it's up and in. And Grant Eaker with the 2, but no, a foul's going to be called. Wave off the bucket.
Oh, wow.
A charge.
And was it Glasscock that was down there?
I didn't see who took it.
Yeah, there's a couple
Wave
of white
off the
shirts down
bucket,
there.
charge on Grant Eaker, team 4th, and I do think there's an argument to say that the basket should count. To be totally honest, I guess I know at least in college and the NBA, you can get the floater up and then run into the player and have the basket still count.
And now we got Drew Kingery coming over. It looks like he might have blood in a certain spot, so Josh Lawrence working on that. We got a timeout
Coach Jeff Ebley's just going to call a McCoy True Value timeout. Everyone's bleeding on the Indians. No one can make a shot. It's a weird game, to say the least.
And it's only 16-14, and we're almost done with the first half. We just still got a few minutes on, but not very much.
All right, Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Indianola 14, Urbandale 16. Indianola with 5 team fouls, Urbandale with 4, and both teams with 4 timeouts left. It's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. While we have a moment, let's also take a look at the road ahead, presented by Good Samaritan Society. Well, the winner of this game plays the winner of Waukee Northwest Southeast Polk at Des Moines Lincoln High School. Pretty easy. in the Substate final. Winner of that game goes to state. So when it comes to your road ahead, think of Good Samaritan Society in Indianola, where their professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bring you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person, mind, body, and spirit. Indianola, with the basketball, trailing 16-14. Naylor up top to Dre. Looking for cutters, back to Naylor. Over to Glasscock. Dribbles right over to Naylor. Over to Dre. Three-pointer. No good, short again. Glasscock gets it, goes right to the hoop, kicks it down low. Blake, layup is up, does not fall, but a foul is called. And I think that'll be on Cody Pierce, his second. And Blake with a chance to tie it up from the free throw line. Indianola Municipal Utilities Instant Radio Update. Johnston comes back in the second quarter. They lead Norwalk 26-25 at halftime. Blake makes free throw number one. Indianola just 4 points right now in this second quarter, Rick.
That's
Urbandale also with 4.
And with Brady at the free throw line, it's our first attempt at the free throw line here in the first half.
I don't suppose you can, as Blake makes the second one, get a shot clock here, maybe a year and some change early. Speed this game up a little bit. A minute ago before halftime, Urbandale ball. Black has it go off his shoe, but it goes back up and he recovers possession. Goes back out to Grayson Schmitz. Under a minute to go, tied at 16. Pass left side, tipped by Naylor, but it goes right over to Pierce. Now back over into the hands of Eaker. Eaker dribbling right. Harderson finds Black. Black at the top of the key, over to Schmitz. Shot fake, dribbles left. Goes right at Dre. Shot is no good. Rebound picked up by Pierce, however. Goes right at Kingery. Shot is up, no good, but a foul is called. That'll be on Drew Kingery, his second. Now Naylor and Kingery both playing with 2 with 33.3 seconds to go in the first half, and Urbandale with a chance to get the lead back at the line.
And Pierce shooting, 43% free throw shooter, and misses that first. That's our first miss. And
Urbandale 4 of 5 now at the line. 33.3 seconds to go. Second free throw. No good, and Dre grabs the rebound. Indianola and Urbandale still tied at 16, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the final shot of the first half. Dre out at the Indianola eye at half court. 20 seconds to go. Right side Glasscock. Back up top Dre. 13 seconds. Over to Naylor. Naylor dribbling around, finds Dre. 7 seconds. Dribbles right. Gets a screen from Kingery. Gets him out. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Rattles home. And Drew Kingery puts Indianola up 19-16 at halftime. And Indianola will head to the locker room with the lead. They've had not the ball a long time in this first half. We'll have halftime coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
At McCoy True Value in Indianola, we appreciate our customers and the business they choose to do with us. To show our appreciation, we're offering our customers a buy one, get one paint sale, up to 10 gallons off our Easy Care interior paint, Easy Care exterior paint, and Woodsman stain. That's a lot of paint for not a lot of cost. So stop into McCoy True Value between February 15th through the 28th and take advantage of our customers' appreciation buy one, get one paint sale, only at McCoy True Value with service with heart.
Show your vehicle some love this month with the help of Michelin. At Downey Tire Pros, they offer special financing on the purchase of any qualifying Michelin passenger or light truck SUV tires. You got the options to fit any need. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can get the tires, traction, and confidence you need to stay on the road. Visit online today at DowneyTire.com. Downey Tire Pros, love the drive. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See store for complete details.
The game is about to start, and the guests are about to arrive. Did you forget about the food? Don't worry, Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola has you covered. Stop into one of their 2 Indianola locations at 1201 North Jefferson Way or 2001 West 2nd Avenue and carry out one of your favorite Godfather's famous pizzas, or have it delivered. The Godfather Pizza Express at 1201 North Jefferson Way offers delivery from 4 to 9 p.m., Friday through Sundays. Get a great Godfather's Pizza at a great price. Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, they make buying your next new or used vehicle and servicing your vehicle as simple and quick as possible, so you can get back on the road in no time. If you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, simply visit SouthtownCDJ.com. Calculate your monthly payment, then schedule a time to come pick up your new ride. If you need your vehicle serviced, you can schedule your service, drop your vehicle off, and pay online at SouthtownCDJ.com. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Welcome to the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show. Southtown not only holds the keys to your next vehicle, they want to be a key part of the Indianola community. They do that by giving back to local charities and working with many local businesses. Southtown of Indianola working with you and for you. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola boys basketball leading 19-16 over Urbandale. Offense at a premium here at halftime. Do want to make a quick shout out to Dr. Ben Gomer and BG Adventures, the sponsor of tonight's Indianola Activities YouTube video stream. BG Adventures provides small group cycling and sightseeing tours to Germany, cycling, Oktoberfest, or Bavarian Christmas market tours. BG Adventures gives you a 5-star trip at a 3-star price. Find and like BG Adventures on Facebook for more info, or just find and like it in general, because thanks to Dr. Gomer for sponsoring this here tonight. We really appreciate it. Rick, breaking down the first half for me, Indianola needs to speed this game up. This game is being played at Urbandale's pace. Indianola needs to score and force Urbandale to try and speed this game up, because the Indians don't do well when this is the pace of the game. And they're not shooting well, and this is the Jayhawks game.
They get a lot of transition points. They do a lot of that, and they shoot a lot when they're in that. We're in that transition type game, and they get those nice threes up. They get those off. They do that. 19-16. I think I had a conversation with somebody today, and I said, well, if Indianola, and I know this is pretty much a fact, if they score more than 60 points, they got a good chance of winning. Matter of fact, they haven't lost a game when they've scored 60 points or more. Well, we're at the halftime, and it's 19-16. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to, do that. But that being said, Urbandale has really controlled that zone defense, and then their offense, they just working that around. And I really like the combination. I talked about this, Cody Pierce, along with Schmidt and Black down underneath. They're really doing a lot of things to control. For the turnovers, it's 7-3 in turnovers. Urbandale leads that category. But total rebounds, it's 10 for Indianola, 13 for Urbandale, and that was way off the mark in that first quarter, because it was almost like 9-4.
Well, I will say Indianola pulled back off of that three-quarter court trap press that they were running. Urbandale was breaking it too easy and getting points off of it, and that's, I don't want to say where a majority of their points have come from, but a significant chunk. Cody Pierce with 6 points. At least 4 of them have come from him just getting the ball over the top, breaking the press, and going right to the hoop. So Indianola, I think, had to get rid of that, made that adjustment, and is playing the half-court defense really well. And I think the Indians are in a position to succeed in the second half. The first half, they did not shoot the ball very well. So that's going to be my first second-half adjustment presented by Details Plus Collision Center. Just like the girls earlier this week, you got to shoot better if you want to win. And Indianola hit 3 threes in that first half, but still shot at a very low percentage.
I thought in that first quarter, Indianola did a great job of beating that defense zone. They took it inside. They got some points inside. Now, a couple of times the ball did not go through. It kind of rolled around, popped out. But we have 3 threes on the in the first half. Urbandale has yet, I don't know if they've taken a 3, but they don't have any threes right now, and they're leading in the rebounding part of it, and right now it's just something that Indianola, and I agree with you, Andrew, this pace, if it picks up, it's got to be a big advantage to our Indianola Indians.
All right, my other second-half adjustment is going to be keep looking for looks inside. Urbandale is 4 of 6 at the line. Indianola just 2 of 2. I'd like to see Indianola maybe try and draw some fouls. Cody Pierce with 2 fouls. Really not a lot of other foul trouble on Urbandale. Naylor and Kingery both with 2 for the Indians. Any final thoughts before we wrap up our second-half adjustments?
You know what, and I noticed, too, that first half there was, 2 offensive fouls against Indianola and 2 offensive fouls against Urbandale. So 4 fouls, offensive-type fouls. Indianola tried to drive to the basket, but then they just couldn't convert. No whistle. and then Urbandale got that rebound. So just keep at it. Keep doing it. Don't stop doing that. And I think it's gonna help Indianola. They are that's what they need to do.
All right. Tonight's second half adjustments presented by Details Plus Collision Center. Remember, when you need auto body repair, the difference between one shop and the next are the little details. Details Plus Collision Center. Also want to congratulate our fan of the game. That's presented by Godfather's Pizza Express. So if you'd like to be our fan of the game, stop by Godfather's Express to register, then listen to the next Indianola broadcast to see if you're our fan of the game. Presented by Godfather's Express. And remember, Indianola has to win to have a next broadcast, which will be on next Tuesday. So that set in our look ahead, presented by Good Samaritan Society. You're listening to Indianola Basketball, powered by Community First Credit Union on AM 1320, FM 94.3, KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola. That wraps up the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram radio halftime show. Southtown not only holds the keys to your next vehicle, they want to be a key part of the Indianola community. They do that by giving back to local charities and working with many local businesses. Southtown of Indianola, working with you and for you. Back after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube. Indians boys lead Urbandale 19-16 going into quarter number 3. Back after this.
Have you heard? Z's Eatery and Draft House in Indianola has a brand new menu. The new menu features some of the favorites you've grown to love, like their famous Iowa pork tenderloin. But it also features some new items unique to Indianola and only found at Z's Eatery and Draft House, like their new seasonal cocktails. So stop in today, check out what's new, and have some of the best food in Indianola. Z's Eatery and Draft House, where friends become family. Proud supporters of Indianola High School Athletics.
You don't want to pick up garbage, but lucky for you, someone else does. Your hometown choice for garbage is TRM Disposal in Indianola. They offer dumpster and roll-off rentals for construction jobs, small remodeling jobs, or basement cleanouts. Seriously, if you need to distress, clean out your entire house, throw it in a dumpster, and let TRM Disposal pick it up.
This is Sarah with TRM Disposal, where we pride ourselves on being a local, family-owned company with old-fashioned customer service.
I mean, let's face it. In Iowa, when it comes to winter weather, you never know what you're going to get. Wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever's happening outside your furnace is prepared to handle it? With quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning by your side, you'll have the confidence to know you'll have that quality warmth inside all winter long. So when it comes to staying warm this winter, call Joe at Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your local Rheem dealer in Indianola.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville and DeArmond Ford Indianola are growing rapidly and have immediate openings for sales professionals. We are family owned and no sales experience is necessary. We offer an exceptional paid training program, and with unlimited income potential and a base guaranteed commission, now is the time to apply. Come start a career in sales with us, where many of our current managers began, and work for a company whose core values are honesty, trust, integrity, and hard work. Apply in person or go online to dearmondauto.com/careers.
Welcome inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Rick, Indianola leads 19-16, and they have the ball to start quarter number 3. And again, this Urbandale pace is slowing the game down and forcing Indianola to play outside their comfort zone.
Well, what Indianola needs to do now is get in here, get that quick basket. And it doesn't have to be a 2, but if it's a 3, that'll bring that crowd up. I know the fans on this side are they're wanting something to do. They want to be able to see these kids break this open. And now that we got it, we start second half action here.
Naylor has it right wing. Into the corner for Glasscock. Dribbles baseline. Double teamed. Back out Naylor. Swings it around Dre. Shot fake, dribbles left, goes right to the hoop, has his shot blocked. A lot of contact again. No whistle, and Urbandale grabs it down the floor. Back up top, Lang. He hasn't scored yet, puts up a 3, and he hits, and a foul is called on Braden Dre. And a 3-pointer for Bryce Lang ties the score, and Urbandale can take the lead on a 4-point play, and maybe a frustration foul there from Dre. He thought he got knocked on the other end, Rick, but still got to, mind your space. And Lang, who's been scoreless so far, misses the free throw, but gets on the board, and we're knotted up at 19 apiece. Glasscock dribbling left, out to Naylor. Now left side, Dre. Dribbling right. Back into the left side for Naylor. Dribbles baseline, and a foul's going to be called. That'll be on Grayson Schmitz, his second, team first of the third quarter. So Dre, Naylor, and Kingery all with 2 for Indianola. Schmitz and Pierce with 2 for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, with Indianola's quickness, we talked about that. Go to the bucket, draw those fouls, and get to the free throw line. And so far they've
Blake over the top for Kingery. Layup is up and in. And nice play drawn up by Coach Ebling. And Indianola reclaims the lead, 21-19.
Yeah, they're finding the big guy inside, and that's Kingery. Nice, easy. Well, he made it look easy, and Indianola up on top again.
Lang tries to go up and under. Dre right there. Another screen coming in for Harderson, but they're going to get an illegal screen called on the Jayhawks away from the ball, and that will be on the floor with 7:01 to go in the third. Urbandale already with 2 fouls.
It looked like Lang was the recipient of that foul, and he was. He picks up number 2, Andrew.
So now 6 players in the game, all with 2 fouls, 3 on each squad. Glasscock up top, Naylor. Right side, Kingery. Dribbling left, loses the ball, but Glasscock saves it inbounds back to Kingery, and he's going to be fouled, I think, by Harderson. His first, team third. A minute 12 in, and Urbandale has just 3 fouls to give for the entire second half.
Right now what we're seeing is that quickness of Indianola. They're really moving it, trying to make things happen, and Urbandale has fouled. They picked up their third team foul.
Pass into the corner. Naylor, shot fake. Dribbles left. Tries to go back up top. It was tipped and stolen away by Grayson Schmitz. No, Naylor gets it back, and it's off of Urbandale and out of bounds. And the Indians catch a huge break there and get the ball underneath.
Oh, yeah, and it kind of went from Kingery over to Naylor. Naylor then couldn't quite hang on to it, and off the head of Pierce, it goes out of bounds. Indianola retains possession.
Pass gets into Blake, who's wide open. He can't make the layup, though, and ball's on the ground. It gets over to Naylor. Back over to Naylor. He's open. Indianola misses an opportunity with a wide open layup. They lead 21-19 with the ball as Naylor has it left side. Over to Glasscock. Thought about a 3. Now dribbles back up top. Blake swings it around. Dre sets his feet. 3-pointer. Knocks it down. And Braden Dre back in the lineup after an injury. Scoreless in the first half. Gives the Indians their biggest lead of the night, 24-19. And a McCoy True Value timeout taken by the Jayhawks with 6:08 left to go in the third.
And here's what I like about this opening couple minutes here. What happened is they came down. Indianola couldn't quite get it. They go down, and we had Lang hit a 3. And then from that point on, Andrew, it's been Indianola. And what a great job. They've moved the ball. They're moving it quicker. They've got the ball moving around that outer side. They found Kingery in tight. That time they kicked that back out. It goes to Dre. Dre hits the 3. Once you get these guys into some type of rhythm, get them started, and then, I'll tell you what, I got a feel for Brady Blake. That was wide open underneath it. It just did not go.
They call that at Farmington High School a Swadner. Missed the wide open layup. It didn't happen often that I was inside the 3-point line, but when it did, I certainly didn't take advantage of it. As Urbandale has the ball into the backcourt for Grant Eaker. 6:05 to go in the third. Indianola leading 24-19. Lang dribbles left, puts up a floater, and it's up and in. And Bryce Lang, 5 points to start the third. Scoreless in the first half. Second leading scorer on the Jayhawks starts to get going. Dre has it right wing. Up top, Naylor. 5:45 to go in the third. Back to Dre. Into the corner. Naylor tries to go underneath for Blake. Back up top, Dre. Back-to-back threes up. Back-to-back threes down. Braden Dre catching fire from outside. And the Indians lead 27-21.
And that's Brady Blake knowing where Dre was, and he kicks it right out to him and just makes a very nice shot for 3.
Eaker dribbling left, and Dre is going to commit the foul. He tried to cut off the baseline. That's now 3 on Braden Dre, and Indianola picks up their second team foul. 5:23 left to go in the third. We'll see what Coach Ebling wants to do here.
Yeah, we got 5:23 to go. He's thinking about it. I think maybe Heimbaugh coming in. I'm not sure, but right now no movement off the bench at this point in time.
Sticking with his rotation.
Yep.
Pass gets over to Grayson Schmitz. Up top, nearly stolen away by Dre, who has to play a lot careful Eaker, excuse me. Sorry, I knew I'd screw that up. Misses the 3. Naylor with the rebound. Gets it up top to Blake. Blake looking left. Goes cross court over to Kingery. He's going to go right by Schmitz. Goes right to the hoop. Puts up a floater, and it's up and in. Kingery with the 2 avoided the offensive foul, and it's 29-21. Indianola leads by 8, and this is the pace they'd like to play at. Scoring starting to come in bunches. 10 points already in the third quarter, more than they scored in the entire second. Eaker with the ball, out on the left wing. Dribbling left, goes baseline, defended by Dre, playing with 3 fouls again. Schmitz, foot on the line long 2 is no good. Black tracks down the rebound. I think Dre was trying to let it go out of bounds, but Black grabs it and Urbandale gets another chance at it. Grayson Schmitz dribbles left, tries to go underneath, goes up top to Black, who goes right side to Eaker. Dribbles up top to Kirby Schmitz, now left side. 3-pointer. No good. I think that hit the bottom of the rim, and Kingery comes up with it. Kingery, right wing. Splits the defense, goes to the hoop. Layup is up. No, it does not fall off the backboard, and Kirby Schmitz grabs the rebound. Gets it over to Grayson Schmitz. 4 minutes to go in the third. Kirby Schmitz looking up top for Black, no good. Kingery gets it out in the open court. Layup is up and no good. Blocked by Kirby Schmitz, but a foul is called. Should say Kingery tipped it out, got it over to Naylor, who got it up to Kingery, who got fouled on the layup attempt.
Yeah, and in that case, you're not gonna beat us down the floor on that. Draws a foul, couldn't make it go, but that's number 1. That's the first foul for Kirby Schmitz, and that's a 4th team foul for Urbandale here with 3:54 to go, and Drew Kingery at the free throw line.
Indianola 2 of 2 at the line, make that 3 of 3. Kingery now up into double figures as we see Brick and Heimbach come on for Dre and Blake. Dre having to sit with 3 fouls. Normally he'd be out there for a little bit longer. Kingery's second free throw. No good. Black with the rebounds. Indianola leads 30-21. Just 5 points for the Jayhawks in this third quarter. Indianola on an 11-5 run over the first 5 minutes. Eaker dribbling down low. Nice turnaround shot is up, no good. Great defense from Cooper Naylor, who gets the rebound and gets it over to Kingery. Indians on the move. Dribbling left. Pull-up jumper from Kingery. Up and in. And Kingery's taken over. And Indianola has their biggest lead of the night by 11, 32-21.
You know, that defense is backing away so he doesn't drive, and he puts that.
And a McCoy True Value timeout taken on the floor. Sorry, Rick.
No, go ahead.
But Indianola with their biggest lead. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 3:21 left to go in the third. Indianola 32, Urbandale 21. And after a crawling, slow start to this game, starting to pick up, and it's favoring Indianola.
Yeah, right now it is, and I was going to comment on Drew Kingery. He can hit the 3, but he also likes that when he drives to the basket, if it's cut off and they're falling back, they're coming back, they're wanting him to go in, maybe draw that offensive foul, whatever they're trying to do, but he stops and pops that 8 to 10 footer.
Well, let's even say that's tonight's drive to the basket presented by Z's Eatery and Draft House, even though it wasn't necessarily a drive to the basket. But the referees are clearly calling a lot of offensive fouls. So what does Kingery do? Sets up, looks like he's driving, stops, pulls up in between the elbow and the block, puts up just a quick jumper and gets it up and in. Tonight's drive to the basket presented by Z's Eatery and Draft House. Stop in and make sure you enjoy some of the best food in Indianola at the best prices. Fill up at Z's Eatery and Draft House before the next big game.
You know, right now we're in the third quarter, and we got to understand that. But Urbandale, as with 3:21, they have 2 timeouts left in this ball game, and Indianola with 4 timeouts left. I don't know if that'll be a factor, but right now Urbandale's going to put the ball in play.
Urbandale ball, just 5 points over almost 5 minutes in the third quarter. Black, top of the key, goes left side for Lang. Lang, back up top, Grayson Schmitz, dribbles left, good defense, gets it down low to Black, defended by Kingery, tries to go up and under, and it's up and in, and Kai Black with a nice post move on Kingery, playing with 2 fouls, has to be a little bit quicker as Heimbach dribbles baseline, gets it up top to Brick, swings it around Kingery, 3-pointer, short, no good. Glasscock tries to save it in bounds, but it goes off of the baseline, and Kingery with a rare miss of everything, and it'll be Urbandale ball.
You know, the last time I think we saw that, it wasn't about 30 seconds later. He come down and then jammed one through. He took the crowd out, the opposing crowd out.
Well, I believe it was against DCG where Kingery airballed a shot, The DCG crowd made him hear it and then came down and dominated the Mustangs. Black inside has his shot blocked by Kingery. Goes right down into the hands of Hardison. His turnaround shot is up. No good. Schmitz tries to grab it. Naylor grabs it, dribbles out of a double team. Now Indianola's on the move. Naylor goes down low. Brick underneath, layup is up, does not fall, tips his own rebound out to Glasscock, out to Heimbaugh, open for three, no good, doesn't hit anything again. Brick tries to save it in bounds, and what is wrong with the Indians tonight?
Wow.
3 air balls from 3 sharpshooters.
And they were short. It's not like it's off the rim and dropped straight down or something. It just, it's the last probably 6 inches there. Got a nice shot, went up with it, but just fell short. 32-23, Indianola on top with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Well, speaking of teams on top, as Schmitz drives inside, puts up a floater, it's no good, and I think Brick will be whistled for the foul. Indianola's 3rd team foul, and the first on Bennett Brick. But an Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. How about this one, Rick? Norwalk 35, Johnston 31 at the end of the third.
Well, go Norwalk. All right, go Warriors.
Schmitz makes the free throw. He is 3 of 3 at the line now. Urbandale is now 5 of 8. Second free throw from Grayson Schmitz. The senior averages just under 10. Makes them both. He's up to 6 points on the day. And Urbandale putting on the press. Kingery's pass a little bit short, but it will be knocked out of bounds by Schmitz, and it will be Indianola ball. Catching a break, and Urbandale pulls off the press now that Indianola is expecting it. I love that coaching move right there. Pressing after a made free throw when you haven't all game, and it really caught Indianola unawares, and I think they're lucky to have not turned the ball over.
Right, you got that right.
Kingery up top to Naylor. Glasscock, now to Brick. Finds Heimbaugh, dribbling left. You know, I credit the Urbandale crowd as Heimbaugh drives inside, creates space with his body, drives straight to the hoop, and layup is up and in for Heimbaugh. You know, the Urbandale crowd is chanting air ball, but I feel like they're going to be chanting it a lot here tonight. A couple of Indianola air balls, but Indianola leads by 9, 34-25, a minute 20 to go in the third quarter. Hardison up top, Grayson Schmitz. Down low for Black, goes right on Kingery. Layup is up and in. And Kingery playing with 2 fouls. It's too easy for Kai Black. He needs help on the backside, and Indianola unawares. Kind of left him out to dry.
The last time they played, I think Kai Black was instrumental in keeping Urbandale close.
Heimbaugh deep 3, it's up, no good. And Indianola gives Urbandale a chance to get back within a couple of possessions here as Eaker has it up top. Hardison over the top, gets it down low, and there's the help defense as Heimbaugh knocks it away. I think Black maybe got hit in the face. He's still on the other end. Indianola has numbers. Naylor gets it right side, and it's stolen away by Lang. Lang gets it down the floor, tries to go to the hoop. Layup is up, no good. They're called Brick for the foul, and Black is still on the sideline. I think he got hit in the face there, Rick, and took a big knock. He was out of that play.
Yeah, he can't leave the floor until they check in, but right now, yeah, he was over there. He never went down to the other end at all.
Indianola had a 5-on-4, turned the ball over, and then lucky to force free throws out of Bryce Lang.
Lang is a 71% free throw shooter on the season, Andrew. He is 0 for 1 tonight, his second attempt at the charity stripe with 39 seconds on the clock.
And he makes the first. Dre comes on for Brick. Cody Pierce on for Kai Black.
That was on Brick, wasn't it? And that should have been, I think, his second. Bennett Brick was
Yep, it was on Brick. Second free throw from Lang is short, and Kingery grabs the rebound. Indianola leads 34-28. 33 seconds to go in the third. And we'll see if Indianola wants to hold for the final shot. Kingery over to Dre. Out at half court. Indianola in no rush to make things happen here as Dre resets the 5-second counter. 16 seconds to go. Dre steps forward and steps back again. Now goes left side for Naylor. Up top to Dre, 10 seconds. Dre dribbles right. Goes back out into the corner for Naylor. Dribbles baseline, has to put up a shot. Off the side of the backboard, no good, and that does it for quarter number 3, and Indianola leads 34-28. Heading into the final quarter, back after this on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola Activities YouTube.
These days, everything seems to be newer, bigger, faster, and sometimes tastier. Despite all the enhancements, changes, and upgrades, nothing beats the classics. That's why Houston's on Main and Milo is inviting you to their Chicken Fried Wednesdays. Wednesday evenings, enjoy an old-fashioned country chicken fried chicken or chicken fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and gravy for just $9.99. Oh, and did I mention Wednesdays is also Kids Night? So bring the whole family down to Houston's on Main and Milo and get a taste of one of the classics.
Thank you again for keeping us strong and growing. From our family here at Houston's, the home of Milo's best wood oven pizza.
Hot deals going on now at your local Indianola Hy-Vee. Get Hy-Vee toaster pastries, 3 for $5. Get a pack of Hy-Vee waffles or pancakes for just $3.68. Hy-Vee single-serve coffee also available for $15.99, and Fuel Saver earns you 50 cents off per gallon. Get Hungry Jack syrup, 2 of those for $6. And then also get DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza, 2 for $11. All these deals and more at your local Indianola Hy-Vee.
Urbandale ball to start quarter number 4, 8 minutes on the clock. Winner moves on to the Substate final. Loser's season is done. He's Rick Wilson, I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola leading 34-28. Jayhawks ball with some momentum heading into the fourth. And we're under 8 minutes to go, and the Jayhawks have it.
Outscoring them 15-12 in that third quarter.
Lang has it. Going right at Dre, loses the ball, and Naylor has it, and Indianola has numbers. Blake has it right wing. Urbandale gets back, and Indianola pulls it back out. Naylor to Blake, back to Naylor. And Indianola can be very patient on offense here with the pace of this game, Rick. I don't think they have to force anything here on offense. 1-3-1 defense coming out, it looks like, for the Jayhawks as Dre.
And if they're bringing this out towards the half court, so they try to find some opening underneath, and they do right there. Nope.
Blake goes underneath, double teamed.
And they closed in on that very quickly.
Kicks it back out to Kingery. And the Indians' offensive possession taking well over 30 seconds here as they get it to Blake. Back out to Naylor. Up top, Dre. Back to Naylor. Using about 50% of the court here. Glasscock's alone on this left side. Naylor dribbles right. Into the corner. Blake thought about a three. Gets it to Kingery. He'll take the three. Off the front of the rim, no. And Pierce grabs it. Gets it over to Eaker. And Urbandale can get it back within a possession here with a three. Up top, Harderson. Now back left side for Grayson Schmitz. Top of the key. Thought about a three. Gets it left side. Eaker. Dribbling right. Goes on Glasscock into the corner. Schmitz dribbles right. Goes into the lane. Layup is up and in. And Grayson Schmitz with the finish. Gets Urbandale back within 4. Indianola led by as much as 11, Rick, but they have not scored in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Grayson Schmidt with his first bucket of the second half, and it comes with 6:25 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Right side, Dre. Cross corner, Kingery. Splits the defense. Down low, Blake. Over to Dre, up to Naylor, over to Kingery. Three-pointer. Maybe got tipped and doesn't hit anything, and it will be out of bounds. No, they say it did not get blocked. Kingery just misfires, and it's the fourth air ball of the game for the Indians.
Yeah, that goes out of bounds, and it wasn't tipped. Looked like from our position it was, but it was not, and that's a
I think more blood on the floor, this time on Bryce Lang.
Urbandale player.
In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Indianola just not playing or not shooting as well from outside as we normally see them shoot, and credit the Jayhawks defense for that a lot. It's got a Twitter notification. Rob Hawkins watching at home. Thanks for tuning in, Rob. Appreciate your support here tonight. You know who you really should be supporting is Dr. Ben Gomer and BG Adventures. BG Adventures provides small group cycling and sightseeing tours to Germany. Cycling, Oktoberfest, or Bavarian Christmas market tours, BG Adventures gives you a 5-star trip at a 3-star price. Find and like BG Adventures on Facebook for more info. They are sponsoring the Indianola activity stream here tonight. Pass gets down low to Kirby Schmitz. Into the corner. Eaker dribbling left, goes into the lane. Pull-up jumper is up, no good. Blake with a rebound. Indianola fans want it over and back. They're not going to get one. And now kind of a bailout foul, I think, called on the ensuing. And that should be against Eaker, I think. It is their 5th team foul, and Blake with a great job of boxing out there. Rick secures the rebound, and Indianola still leads by 4.
Yeah, that's 5 team fouls for Urbandale, and here in this fourth quarter, 4 team fouls for Indianola.
Naylor into the corner. Glasscock open for 3. No good. Long rebound will be controlled by Cooper Harderson, and Urbandale with another chance to get within a possession here. Harderson dribbles left, goes into the lane. Floater is high off the glass, no good. Long rebound, Blake goes down for it, gets it over to Dre. What a hustle play from Blake, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. We'll see if it goes against Indianola, and I think it's against Kingery.
Wow. Oh, my.
It is.
Boy, the Indianola fans aren't happy
So
with
Dre
that.
had the ball, and Kingery must have collided with Grayson Schmitz. It was away from the ball, and Kingery picks up his third, and now both teams at 5 team fouls, just one to give each for the rest of the game.
It'll be Urbandale putting the ball in play, and putting it in play will be Kirby Schmidt.
Pierce gets it over to Eaker. Now up top, Schmitz. Schmitz goes into the lane, has his shot altered by Kingery, but is picked up by Kirby. Schmitz, shot is up no good, putback shot is up no good, and now a foul is going to be called. Naylor with the rebound. And Urbandale does not come out on top with a great opportunity at the rim, and then picks up their last foul to give. That one's going to be on Pierce, his third.
Yeah, Pierce was down in there along with Kirby Schmidt. They tried to put that back up. They just could not get it back. They couldn't do it. Wasn't going to happen for them. And then we've got the foul, and now it'll be Indianola with the basketball. And with 5 minutes, coming up on 5 minutes to go here, Andrew, next foul will put Indianola at the free throw line.
Misfire by the Jayhawks there. They have had all the momentum as Kingery dribbles baseline, finds Glasscock, but it's behind him, and Indianola turns it over. Grayson Schmitz has it, pulls up jumper off the rim a couple of times, it falls. And that shot really should have been to tie it. But Urbandale now back within 2, 34-32. Indianola scoreless for the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds of the fourth quarter. Kingery finds Dre. Pulls it back out. Over to Kingery, right wing, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, does not fall, and Urbandale can tie or take the lead with under 4.5 to go. Schmitz with the ball, top of the key. Gets it up top, Grant Eaker. Over to Hardison, back to Eaker. Now right side, Grayson Schmitz. Schmitz dribbles right. Back out in the hands of Hardison. Hardison dribbles into the lane. Defended by Blake. Blake, nice job up and under. Hardison, turnaround shot is up no good. Blake with the rebound, finds Kingery. Kingery dribbling left side. Goes over to Dre. And a McCoy True Value timeout taken by head coach Jeff Ebling. In case you missed it, presented by D. Armand Ford. Indianola scoreless in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes and 4 seconds in has allowed Urbandale to get right back in it. Thankfully for the Indians, Urbandale has just 4 points in the fourth quarter. And we're back to the snail's pace the first quarter was.
You know, we're looking at the battle we had, about 10 days ago, and right now, instead of being 64-63 at a final, we're not out of the 30s yet. So we're looking at a very low-scoring game, right? At least right now. And what's happening here? They're just battling back and forth, and I'll tell you what, if you like watching good basketball, this is it. Both teams up and down the floor, missed shots, good rebounds. Defensive type thing. They've kicked it out. They've done a great job both sides. And right now, but Indianola has that lead, 34-32. And the timeout was called, as you know, by Indianola. Indianola has 3 timeout left. Urbandale with 2 left.
All right, so Indianola leading 34-32 with the ball. But, Rick, they've kind of let this one slip away, to say the least.
I think they had a 9-point lead at one time in the second half, something like that.
It was 32-21. It was an 11-point lead.
11 point, yeah. I remember 30-21, and, yeah, they did catch it. Okay, there we go. But now it'll be Indianola with the basketball. They'll take it out on the far side away from the scorer's table. Kingery will put it in play, and he gets it to Dre.
Kingery left wing. Up top, Dre. Swings it around Naylor. Over to Glasscock. Back up top, Naylor. Probing the inside of this zone. Back up top, Kingery swings it around Dre. Shot fake, dribbles left, goes back up top to Kingery. Over to Glasscock, right wing. Pulls it back out. Glasscock drives inside over to Kingery. Back up top, Dre. Thought about a 3, goes to the top of the key, tries to kick it underneath the Glasscock, and it's stolen away. Eaker comes up with it. Defended by Dre, and Indianola does a nice job of getting back, but it's 34-32. Hardison gets it, pass nearly stolen away. Dre comes in and hits Pierce, and I think Indianola maybe got away with it, and Pierce throws it into the backcourt, and it's out of bounds, Indianola ball.
Well, a lot of good hustle, and I thought a lot of great hustle down below. We tapped it, we got a hold of it, we couldn't quite control it, and then it was thrown down the floor. There was contact, but I think that's a good no call in that case.
Kingery finds a cutting Naylor into the corner. Glasscock, shot fake, dribbles into the lane. Back up top, Naylor swings it left side, Kingery. Up top, Naylor. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Indianola leading 34-32. Scoreless for the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Glasscock back up to Naylor. Over to Dre. Kingery kicks it down low. Blake. Layup is up. No good. Misses the layup again, and Pierce comes up with it.
Oh, I can't remember that ever happening to Brady Blake. Those are almost automatic, and that just would not go down, Andrew.
Schmitz has it left wing. Again, Urbandale can tie or take the lead. Schmitz goes inside, puts up a floater, and it's up and in. Indians fans want to travel or a push off or something. Not going to find it, and Urbandale's come all the way back to tie it at 34. Kingery finds a cutting Naylor. Into the corner, Glasscock. Over to Naylor, right wing. Goes right side, Dre. To Kingery. Left side, Glasscock. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Again, Indianola scoreless in this fourth quarter. Dre up to Kingery. Splits the defense, puts up a floater, and a foul's going to be called on the floor, but either way, that will be free throws for Kingery to try and reclaim the lead for Indianola.
17th foul, like you said, Andrew, and that's the third foul on number 3. That's Bryce Lang. He picks up his third, and we've got Drew Kingery at the free throw line right now, and Drew is 1 out of 2 on the night.
First free throw is up, and no good. And the shots are just not falling for Indianola tonight, as Urbandale can get their first lead of the second half. They had it tied at 19. Schmitz drives inside, tries to go up and under, and rattles home. Schmitz has all 8 fourth quarter points for the Jayhawks, and they lead 36-34. Glasscock dribbles baseline, finds Kingery on the cut, left-handed layup is up and in, and that gets Indianola on the board in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes and 25 seconds in.
Yeah, got a minute and a half to go, and they get their first points of the quarter.
Eaker, top of the key, gets it over to Schmitz, defended by Blake. Dribbling right, tries to pull up, good defense by Blake, and has to kick it back out to Hardison. Up top, Eaker. Eaker, top of the key, 1:15 left to go. Into the corner, Hardison, dribbling left. Looking for Schmitz, can't find him. Hardison pulling it back out, 1:05 to go. Gets it over to Schmitz, left wing. Urbandale with 1 minute to go is in no hurry. Game tied at 36. Schmitz dribbling right. Tries to back down Blake. Shot is up and in, and a foul is called. Wow. Count the bucket. And a chance at a three-point play for Grayson Schmitz. Puts Urbandale up 38-36 with 52 seconds to go.
And he gets the and one. Brady Blake picks up the foul, his first. And I believe it'll be Heinbaugh coming in, and he's going to come in for Blake.
So Heinbaugh will come in. Indianola needs offense. Heinbaugh had 18 points last time these two teams matched up.
Well, right now we're looking at Schmidt going to the free throw line. He is 4 for 4 tonight.
Big free throw to put him up 3, and he hits. And Grayson Schmitz has been the guy tonight for the Jayhawks, and they lead 39-36. Trying to upset second seed at Indianola. Plenty of time left. You don't need a 3. However, I'm a big fan of fouling at this point. If anybody not named Grayson Schmitz or Bryce Lang touches the ball, you got to put him at the line for 1-and-1. You're most likely going to have to do it anyway. This is if you don't hit a 3 in this scenario, Rick.
Yeah.
Because Urbandale can just hold it for the final shot.
Yeah, Kirby Schmidt was 2 for 2 in the first half. Cody Pierce was 0 for 2. So, yeah, I think what you've got to do, you come down, if you can get that bucket, and I think you want to come down, try to score immediately, get enough time there, and then come out, and then you want to do what you just suggested we do. And then, try to steal it. If you can't, get that foul. And, of course, they're going to have it in the hands. They're on the Urbandale's on the sideline. They want Lang or Schmidt to handle that basketball for them. It is a timeout by Urbandale, I believe, and that leaves Indianola with 3 timeouts left here in the ball game.
Basketball is pretty simple at its core, Rick. Obviously, it's way more nuanced and complicated. If you don't shoot well, you're just not going to win very many games. We've seen that over the last couple of weeks for Indianola basketball teams, and tonight Indianola is just not shooting well. Urbandale was left for dead early in the third quarter when Indianola started to put the ball in the hoop. Since then, they've scored 2 points, and I would guess the last 10-plus minutes. Dre, top of the key, gets it to Naylor, over to Kingery. Up top, Dre, over to Naylor. Now to Heimbaugh. Heimbaugh dribbling left. Urbandale switches to man, and Heimbaugh gets it over to Kingery. Now over to Glasscock. 35 seconds left in the game. Heimbaugh, 3 for the tie. Off the side of the rim, no. Kingery is fouled on the rebound, and that will send Kingery to the free throw line for 1-1, and Kingery takes a big knock and has to take advantage and get points at the line.
Now that's against Pierce, I believe, and that is his 4th for Urbandale. 30.4 seconds on the clock. We've got Drew Kingery will be at the free throw line. Drew is 1 for 3 tonight, and an opportunity here with a 1-1 situation.
Kingery at the line, he's 1 for 3, and Indianola 3 of 5 overall. Misses, and it's a rebound for Pierce. And there is just a lid on the bucket tonight for the Indians.
Yeah, and like we said, there's a foul right away. We're going to get Pierce to come down to the other end.
It's probably the guy you want to foul. It's 1-1.
43% free throw shooter, and he's 0 for 2 tonight. And we've got Cody Pierce, the senior, at the free throw line with 29.3. That's what's left. Clock stopped, and Indianola, they need to get this rebound if he misses.
And he misses. Kingery grabs it. Indianola still behind just a possession. 25 seconds to go in the season-ending contest, potentially, with 22.8 seconds to go. A McCoy True Value timeout is taken. So, Urbandale's come all the way back. And we have a final coming in. Boy, Johnston takes it to the Warriors in the 4th quarter. Johnston 60, Norwalk 49. That one is final. And the Dragons come out on top. They scored 31 in the first 3 quarters, 29 points in the fourth
quarter,
for Johnston.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were looking for maybe from the Indians tonight, but they have in this 4th quarter just 2, Andrew, just 2.
2 points the entire 4th. And again, there was a drought at the end of the 3rd quarter too, Rick. And go ahead. Indianola just hasn't been able to score the ball. It's been that simple.
And the young man, Grayson Schmidt, the senior, has picked it up. He's got 11.
All 11 for the Jayhawks
in the 4th quarter.
Coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. I mean, Heimbaugh had a great look at a 3 for the tie. I'll take that shot any time, but the Indians just haven't been able to hit anything tonight. Indianola ball on the sideline after the McCoy True Value timeout. 22.8 seconds remaining. Heimbaugh will throw it in.
And they've got Hardison on.
Naylor gets it in the backcourt.
Kingery.
Dribbling right side, Naylor. Into the corner. Dre for 3 in the tie. Off the mark, no good. Glasscock gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Glasscock with the answer, and an immediate McCoy True Value timeout is taken, and Indianola still can force one more 1-1. 17 fouls. 39-38. They can force 2 more 1-1s. Excuse me, I was looking at Urbandale's fouls. Trails 39-38, and a McCoy True Value timeout is taken. And so, Rick, you go for the steal. Urbandale doesn't, or if you don't get it, you get an immediate foul. However, maybe you funnel it to the guy you want free throw shooting. Doubling Grayson Schmitz, to me, sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you get on him. You don't let him get it in. And, of course, the other one is Lang. You don't want him to touch it. So what you've got to do, you've got 3 other guys that you can work on and do that. And you've got to make sure that who you're going to foul. You've got to see who's in the ball game. And right now, you definitely don't want Grayson Schmidt handling the basketball. And let me see here. Is Lang in? Yes, he is.
So Lang is in.
Lang is in, yeah. They're going to receive the inbound pass as they get ready to take it and go.
They will throw it in to Eaker, and he will be fouled immediately, by Glasscock. And he'll head to the free throw line for 1-1.
Yeah, well, good news, bad news. Eaker has not been at the free throw line, but he's an 87% free throw shooter on the season. So there's a young man. You want this guy. He's a sophomore shooting 87%, and it is a 1-1 situation.
And a McCoy True Value timeout taken from Indianola, the last from head coach Jeff Ebling. Foul was on Heimbaugh, his second, not on Glasscock. So a full timeout, the last one for Coach Ebling, and you know, do you take it now or do you take it after you get the ball? And Coach Ebeling says take it now.
Take it now. You've got 11 seconds. You know what you're going to do. If he misses, you get that rebound, you get it down the floor, and you go to the hoop with it. You go right in. You do not need a three, Andrew. If he misses
If he makes both, you need a three. You're just running out of time with no timeouts.
So that's what they're talking about.
If he makes one or none, go straight to the hoop.
Yeah, and that's what they're talking about now. And then you got to figure out whose hands do you want it in. Of course, any of these young men out there, they can hit that three at any time. And, of course, tonight that's not been the case. But we're looking at Dre. He's a good three-point shooter. And we're looking at all of them, actually, out there. So here we go. And we got 11 seconds before they take the floor. And it will be Grant Eaker, the sophomore, at the free throw line. Now, Urbandale has one timeout remaining.
Indianola hoping for missed free throws. Still a chance. Eaker can not only make it a three-point game if he makes both. First free throw for Eaker. Again, 1-1. Makes it. 2-point game, 40-38 Urbandale. First player not named Grayson Schmitz to score for the Jayhawks in the fourth quarter. Second free throw. Good. 3-point game, 11.3 seconds to go. Kingery throws it in to Dre. Dre crosses half court, dribbling right side. Kicks it into the corner. Naylor dribbles left. Step back three for the tie. Off the side of the rim, no. And Urbandale will get it. Wow. Schmitz is fouled, and that just might do it.
That could be it. All he has to do is put one down. It's a 1-on-1 situation. That's a ninth team foul. He's still got to go, but Grayson Schmidt.
If he makes the first one here, it's over. If he misses, Indianola has to get it and put up a heave. Trailing 41-38. Schmitz at the line to seal it for Urbandale. He makes it, and that'll do it. 4-point game, and Indianola is going to get upset here in the Class 4A semifinals. And he makes them both. Kingery tosses it in to Dre. Dre gets it, puts it up at half court. Doesn't go, and that does it. At Indianola High School in Urbandale comes up with a 43-38 win over Indianola. Post-game coverage after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Since 1965, the Optometric Associates of Warren County have strived to provide the best inpatient care throughout Warren County and beyond. Doctors Windjam, Anderson, O'Meara, and Young invite you to learn more about their optometry services and to join the Optometric Associates of Warren County patient family by scheduling an eye exam appointment at one of their 3 locations most convenient for you in Indianola, Carlisle, or Norwalk. You can also visit their website at www.optometricassoc.com for more information.
Good luck to the Indianola Indians this postseason. They have worked hard to get here, and we are cheering them on from Sports Page Grill on 92 and the Brickhouse Tavern on the Square. Both locations are a great place to get your favorite pre-game food and beverages. They're also open late so they can serve you after the games too. So stop by on your way to the game or on your way home, or both. Sports Page Grill and the Brickhouse Tavern are proud supporters of Indianola Athletics.
Mutton Peas Autoland in Indianola would like to take a few seconds to cheer on the Indianola boys and girls basketball teams this postseason. They would also like you to take a minute and cheer on your own car to be cleaner come this spring with an auto detail from Mutton Peas. You know your car is dirty, and you know you want it to be cleaner. Call and schedule an appointment with Mutton Peas right now to save your time. 961-2886. Mutton Peas Autoland in Indianola.
You're in the mood for a small town diner. So what exactly are you looking for? Great service and great food at a great value. Try Krau's Cafe in Indianola. The waitstaff is the best in the area, making you feel right at home from the time you walk in. Krau's Cafe's hot roast beef sandwich is award-winning, and their homemade cherry pie has been voted best in Indianola and has been featured in several magazines and travel books. So great service, check. Great food at a great value, check. Fill up at Warren County Small Town Diner, Krau's Cafe in Indianola. I mean, let's face it. In Iowa, when it comes to winter weather, you never know what you're going to get.
Wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever's happening outside your furnace is prepared to handle it? With quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning by your side, you'll have the confidence to know you'll have that quality warmth inside all winter long. So when it comes to staying warm this winter, call Joe at Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your local Rheem dealer in Indianola.
Question: who's Indianola's largest internet provider? The answer? IMU Fiber. IMU Fiber has signed up almost 3,000 customers in the last 3 years for their fast, reliable internet service. Give them a call and a local person will answer any questions you may have about their second-to-none service. Fewer slowdowns, fewer interruptions, and inside of more homes in Indianola than any other internet provider. That's IMU Fiber. Bringing hometown values to broadband services, IMU Fiber is here for you now and forever.
Welcome to postgame coverage on 94.3 KNIA. He is Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola upset by Urbandale in the Substate semifinal round, 43-38. And Rick, Indianola just did not have enough offense tonight. I will give all the credit in the world to Urbandale's defense, don't get me wrong. But Indianola with enough open shots, you have to put those down if you want to win, especially in the postseason, and they just didn't. And that's what happens when you don't make those shots, is you come out on the wrong end.
Well, and that's so true, and I'm not going to pick on Brady Blake, but how many times have we seen that particular move that he has underneath? They get the ball to him, he goes up. That's just that's a cripple. That's what they call it. It's down. I think he missed 4 of those tonight. I mean, they just didn't go. I mean, it was up. It just would not go through the rim and down through the net. But that's just that's the way it is. I think you made a comment. You look good if everything goes through, but tonight it just was not going to happen for Indianola.
Absolutely.
And I will agree with you, too, that the Urbandale Jayhawks came out. They had a game plan, and their game plan, I think, was to slow this down. They did, and then they went 43-38.
Nothing against Urbandale's game plan, because it was clearly within the rules, and they came and they showed up tonight, and they fully deserve the win. But games like tonight is why next year with the shot clock is going to be so much better. So much better. It was just very, I would say, slow, methodical possessions lasting 45 seconds to a minute, and it was just not what Indianola wanted to play, and it really came to hurt them. Urbandale controlled the pace the entire time, did not allow any rhythm to get in for the Indians except for a brief stretch in the third quarter where Indianola took their double-digit lead and looked like they were maybe running away from it. But other than that, I would say Urbandale outplayed the Indians and did more than enough to walk away with a win, and they punched their ticket to most likely play Waukee Northwest. We'll see on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, I haven't got a final in from that yet. I'm looking, but chances are Waukee Northwest, if they do, that's who they'll play, and that will be at Lincoln, I believe.
It will be at Lincoln, I believe, is correct. I'm trying to find a Waukee Northwest boys basketball Twitter account. If anybody of my coworkers can maybe find a score for me there, that'd be great. I know a couple of them are listening, but that's okay. We'll try and find a score on the other side of the bracket. But we'll take a short time out, have our DeArmond Ford Radio key play and player of the game when we come back. Indianola falls to Urbandale, 43-38. Back after this on KNIA.
Here comes Jeff.
confidently by scheduling an eye exam appointment at one of their 3 locations most convenient for you in Indianola, Carlisle, or Norwalk. You can also visit their website at www.optometricassoc.com for more information. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, they make buying your next new or used vehicle and servicing your vehicle as simple and quick as possible, so you can get back on the road in no time. If you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, simply visit SouthtownCDJ.com. Calculate your monthly payment, then schedule a time to come pick up your new ride. If you need your vehicle serviced, you can schedule your service, drop your vehicle off, and pay online at SouthtownCDJ.com. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is continuing to offer top-notch orthopedic care during these challenging times, and we are expanding. Here to serve you for your comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine needs locally in Indianola, and with an exciting new service in our Clive location for orthopedic walk-in care, no appointment needed. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
With over 30 years of experience, Parker Signs and Graphics is widely known throughout the Midwest for their solutions to signage. Use the most innovative process in the industry today. They'll work with you from design conception through fabrication to provide you with the highest quality product possible. Whenever sign makers find a challenge beyond their capability, they recommend Parker Signs. Call John today at 962-0330. Good luck, Indians, from John at Parker Signs and Graphics.
Welcome to post-game coverage on 94.3 KNIA, continuing local high school basketball coverage on KNIA, joined by Indianola head boys basketball coach Jeff Ebling. Indians fall 43-38, Substate semifinal round. And, Coach, I know not how you wanted this game to go. Basketball's pretty hard when you can't shoot the ball very well.
Yeah, it is. It's just one of those nights. I thought Urbandale did a very good job against us defensively. Their zone gave us some troubles. We had some decent looks. We just really couldn't get the ball to fall tonight. And, that's the name of the game when you're playing against the zone. If you can't hit any outside shots, it makes it a little bit tougher. And, we had our chances, though. We had some good looks inside. We just didn't convert throughout the game. And, it's a 5-point game. Every little detail matters, and we just didn't do enough tonight.
Your first impressions on just what wasn't working for Indianola, was it just not making the shots? Was Urbandale putting you out of your comfort zone? I guess I know you'll take a look at the film and get a better idea of it, but right now, what are you thinking about that?
Well, like I said, Urbandale did a great job. They're 2-3 with their sized underneath there with the Schmitz kid and Pierce. They just kind of developed that, post presence in the paint there. And then, we just kind of got lackadaisical a couple times with the basketball. We had some turnovers that we just normally haven't been doing lately. And, in a postseason, Substate semifinal, you can't have those. And we just did. It's one of those nights, we play them again or again. If it's the same 7-game series, you flush it and move on like the pros do. But here it's one and done. And, I give Urbandale a lot of credit. They took advantage of our mistakes. And, we're, disappointed, but, that's the game of basketball.
We know this is an Indians team that wanted to push the pace, and when you're forced to work that long on defense and then come down and miss a shot, that gets frustrating. Were you seeing that for the guys here tonight? Because Urbandale had these really long, drawn-out offensive possessions, and then the Indians just couldn't make them pay for it on the other end.
Yeah, and, that was one of the keys that we said, hey, we got to set the pace, and we just didn't get that done. Urbandale did a great job of, not allowing us to get out in transition very often. When we did, I thought we did a pretty good job of attacking. And, but those are very limited. And you got to give them a lot of credit. They hit big shots when they had to. The guard, Schmitz, he made that, basket no foul there late in the game that, put him up 3. And, just little things like that just kind of added up. I thought we did a good job, getting Casey getting that bucket late there, get back down, and we just couldn't do it. And it's hard. It's hard to especially see the 2 seniors, Cooper and Jackson. You never like to lose this kind of game where you think, what, if I would have done this, would have done that. But it's a life lesson. The sun's going to come up tomorrow, and the memories that those 2 gave me my first year here, I'll always be thankful to those guys. And it's just we got to take this as fuel for the off season and preparing for next season.
Well, I know any new head coach that comes in, you really rely on the seniors, and this year's group was pretty unique. In fact, it was all juniors except for those 2 guys. What did they mean to the program and kind of helped implement your style and your leadership over this program?
Well, like Cooper, he was actually on the interview when I came over here to interview for the job, and right away I felt I had a pretty decent rapport with him. He's a kid that you can always talk, basketball or just even life things and how things are, outside of basketball. It's going to be hard not seeing him. He was what I like to call a glue guy of our team. He did a little bit of everything. He could score, he could rebound, he could pass, he could steal. He would guard the post, he would guard the point guard. So, we're going to really miss his leadership. But again, that gives other opportunities for our juniors to step up as seniors and take that leadership role. But, it's just going to be weird not seeing him. We're going to miss him. Like I told them, they're always part of the program. Anytime they need anything or they can come back. Cooper, we're right there for you. And Jackson, he was, just a typical, Indianola kid, comes to work every day. Did a lot of work on the scout team during practices and things like that. And, he just worked his tail off. He'd stay after practice to get extra shots up, and he improved, throughout the course of the season. And, he's always a, pretty good guy on the bench too. Always giving, high fives and being excited for the guys that are out on the floor. And, we're gonna miss him. And, it's always hard. Right now, I can honestly tell you, you're always disappointed, and it's frustrating. But, we just gotta make it through tonight. Reflect on it. And, celebrate what we did do. 17-5. There's a lot of teams that wish they could be 17-5 in a season. And there's only 8 teams that get to make it to Des Moines, and we just weren't one this year. And that's going to, fuel us in our preparation for next year. Well,
speaking of next year, I know we'll talk a lot more about this when we do our recap sometime next week. But there's a lot on this team that comes back. I'm almost, like I said, almost everybody from the rotation. Cooper Naylor is obviously a big loss, but that leaves a hole for someone to show up and opportunities for these guys to remember this. How big is it that most of these guys are juniors, and obviously you don't want a night like this, but if it has to happen, you want to take a positive out of it, and these guys remember this and maybe use it over the off season. Is that what you're thinking right now?
Oh, of course. You always remember that last game that you played the year before, and when you come into workouts, spring and summer, and getting your shots up and working on your skill development. Hopefully that's fuel to the fire. I guarantee there's not one kid or coach in that locker room thought we let one slip away tonight that we probably should have got, and that's motivation to next year, and that starts in not just on the floor but in the weight room, and everything that we do in the summer with team camps, and these guys playing AAU basketball and all that stuff. It all coincides of us getting ready to go, because next year we got a lot of seniors, so we got one more shot at this to try to get the job done, and I'm sure those juniors will be ready to step on the floor and get ready to go after it.
Appreciate your time, Coach, and we'll talk to you in about a week or so.
Yeah, I'd just like to say I appreciate you guys covering us, and also to BG Adventures for paying the YouTube bill.
Yes, thank you.
Nice, and thanks for everything you guys do for us.
Really appreciate it, Coach. Thank you so much.
You bet.
All right, we'll take our last time out. More after this on KNIA.
Hot deals going on now at your local Indianola Hy-Vee. Get Hy-Vee toaster pastries, 3 for $5. Get a pack of Hy-Vee waffles or pancakes for just $3.68. Hy-Vee single-serve coffee also available for $15.99, and Fuel Saver earns you 50 cents off per gallon. Get Hungry Jack syrup, 2 of those for $6. And then also get DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza, 2 for $11. All these deals and more at your local Indianola Hy-Vee.
Good Samaritan Society in Indianola is committed to providing an unprecedented level of quality service, compassionate care, and range of amenities to ensure the residents enjoy a carefree, fulfilling lifestyle that is tailored to their needs. Proudly serving Warren County and the surrounding Des Moines areas, their friendly, professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bringing you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person. Give them a call today at 515-302-6791 and get the next journey of your life started the right way today.
We all know living in Iowa, the winter weather is never consistent. 1 minute warm, the next cold. Are you prepared for the ups and downs this winter? If not, you better take your vehicle to Keller's. Keller's Garage in Indianola can make sure your vehicle is ready for any chaos winter might bring by making sure it's performing at its best. And don't forget about your tires. Keller's Garage can make sure you have the power tread on your tires to make sure you're not left slipping and sliding when Mother Nature shows up. Make sure you're ready for Iowa winter by simply taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola.
Great seats, dude. But I gotta ask, how'd you score the tickets?
Dude, I got them from work.
From work?
Yeah, man. I work for Smentech in Indianola, and free tickets are available to all employees for Iowa ISU football, Iowa Wild, Iowa Wolves, and the Iowa State Fair.
So you're saying all I gotta do is work at Smentech in Indianola and I could be scoring free tickets?
Smentech also offers free medical insurance premiums and annual educational scholarships awarded to children of employees.
Smentech in Indianola, you said?
Yeah, check them out at cementech.com. Click on the careers and find out for yourself.
Napa know-how. Your Napa store in Indianola has New Year's savings. Get a $20 rebate on Napa Legend batteries with the purchase of a battery. Save up to $18 on Trico Force wiper blades. Xerox antifreeze and cooler are on sale now. Didn't get all you wanted for Christmas? Get a Gatemouth Napa tool bag for $5.99. Get these and more savings right now at your Napa store in Indianola.
Napa know-how. If you're thinking of putting your home on the market in Indianola, here's some advice from Iowa Realty. Do it. The market is hot, and now is the time to get your property listed. Iowa Realty agents can be seen throughout the community, involved in various clubs and organizations, coaching our youth and doing what they can to make Indianola an even better community. If you're thinking about selling your home or business, contact Iowa Realty at 515-961-7416. Iowa Realty is a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics.
Welcome back one final time to postgame coverage on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola boys fall 43-38. DeArmond Ford Radio key play and player of the game. Well, you know, normally we reserve those for an Indianola player, but the key play and player has to go to Grayson Schmitz. What a fantastic performance. Did not miss at the free throw line, 7 of 7 at the line, 19 points, including all but 2 of the fourth quarter points for Urbandale, and a big three-point play with a minute to go that put them up 3 and got them their first lead in a while.
Yeah, he took control of that. He had 4 in the first half. That's what he had. He had a bucket, and he had 2 free throws, and he came out with 15 points in the second half, and that was just basically all Urbandale needed to win this ball game, and he was their go-to guy.
Yeah, that's our DeArmond Ford Radio key play and player of the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. I just want to say we're going to miss Cooper Naylor. His final game, covered him over the last couple of years here. He's been big for this Indianola program. The lone senior in the rotation. Don't want to mess Jackson Hoffman as well. Got a chance to talk to him about his performance this season, and you know, Coach said it best. You know, we wouldn't be where we're at without guys like Jackson Hoffman playing on the scout team, and then over on the bench being a big part of that. But Cooper out on the court has been really fun to watch over the last couple of years, and we're excited to see what he can do at, I'm assuming, the next level wherever he goes.
Yeah, I think he wants to go on, but we're not sure about that. But anyway, we'll wish him well, and of course with Hoffman too, and then we'll look congratulations on the coaches and the players on a good season. Didn't end the way they wanted it to, but there you go. And so now they take that loss here tonight.
The only thing you can do at this point, Rick, like we said with Coach Ebling, is take this game as fuel. Everybody returns except for Cooper Naylor from the rotation, and everybody will be a senior in the rotation next year, and that is a coach's dream, having your top 8 or 9 guys on the floor be seniors, guys who have played together for years, guys who are just starting to reach their peak high school basketball in between their junior and senior years. And it depends on if you use this game. Do you sulk? Do you let it ruin your off season? Or do you say, we're not going to let this happen again? And that's what Indianola has to use.
Yeah, you got to make a positive out of it, and I know the coach and the players will do that, and we'll look forward.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on the season before we wrap things up?
Well, disappointed, like a lot of people are that tuned in. And, again, I know you'll do this. You'll thank Dr. Ben Gomer. We couldn't have done it without him tonight on the YouTube. That's just a great.
And, you know, if you're still listening, please go to BG Adventures on Facebook. Give him a like. Give him some interaction. Paid for the live stream here tonight. The association charges that fee, and Dr. Ben Gomer and BG Adventures paid for the stream here tonight. Thank you very much to Dr. Gomer.
You bet. And really, it's too bad it ended this way, but, as they say, I think somebody told me once, the sun will come up tomorrow.
I think Coach Ebling just said that.
Did he really? Okay, good.
So, yeah, that's very topical. But so thanks to Alex Cook back at the studio, making sure we're on the air and sounding good. Thanks to all of our other broadcasters sending us scores from around the area. Thanks to Lee Nelson and the Indianola Activities Department allowing us to be on the video stream this year. It's been a lot of fun, and we will be covering spring sports, no live action. If you are a basketball fan, Simpson Storm women's basketball goes for a back-to-back American Rivers Conference title tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Rick and I will have the call on 94.3 KNIA, and then hopefully the Storm advance in the national tournament. So we'll be covering them the whole way on KNIA. The one to count on for today's local sports coverage, 94.3 KNIA.
So long, old sport.
For Rick Wilson and Andrew Swodner, we'll see you more live coverage come the summer sports season on KNIA and Indianola High School Athletics.
Thanks for tuning into this exclusive